Imagine you're a zebra. You're born right here on the vast African savanna. The moment you hit the ground, your mom gives you a quick tongue bath, licking off the birth membrane, clinging
Then
to
she
your
gives
body,
you
a gentle nudge, urging her wobbly little one to get moving. You stumble, flop, and face plant a few times, but soon, you stand shaky, but proud. Step by step, you wobble your way to mom's side, under her belly, and all-you-can-drink milk fountain awaits. You start gulping it down. It's packed with life-saving nutrients, but you barely take your first sip. When the herd decides it's time to move, mom turns and starts walking. You stagger, legs trembling, doing everything you can to keep up. This is your herd now. Around 8 or 9 zebras strong. The mustached one over there, that's the stallion. He's the leader of the group. And he's also your father. You're not the only newborn. There are squeaky little foals everywhere. All of you are still unsteady on your feet. You tug at each other's noses, bumping foreheads in gentle play. Call it the zebra's stripe to stripe handshake. By the time you're 4 months old, milk starts losing its magic. So you copy the adults and try a bite of grass. Honestly, not exactly gourmet, just as you're learning to appreciate the taste. A sharp, acrid scent rides on the wind. You look up. A wild dog is staring right at you. You don't even have time to run before the stallion steps in front of you. He plants himself like a wall, hooves dug into the earth, unflinching. He's a fully armored bodyguard come to life. The wild dog sizes him up, clearly realizing that provoking an angry stallion and his herd isn't the smartest idea. After 7 seconds of doubt, it slinks back into the grass. Who knew that threat would vanish so easily? Days roll by, and you learn the rhythm of herd life. Mornings are for grazing. Lazy afternoons drift by. Sometimes there's unexpected entertainment, like the stallion chasing off a tail-flagging intruder. Fights break out, yet life in the herd keeps its steady pace. Until one scorching morning, when everything feels different. The wind smells hot and dry, like warning. You don't know what it means. But the seasoned adults are already on edge. You can feel their tension and unease. Because the dry season has arrived, fresh grass turns brittle and sparse. Waterholes shrink to muddy pits. Also, carefree days are replaced by long, grinding journeys. Survival isn't just about speed. More important is knowing where the food and water are. Your small body is changing too. In fact, your once fluffy coat grows tougher and sleeker. Nature's way of helping you handle the heat and stay cool through the drought, or at least suffer a little less. The herd huddles tighter, eyes scanning every direction, keeping you and the other foals safely in the middle. 2 years later, you hit your teenage phase. But becoming a full-grown zebra isn't as simple as you imagine. Because as a young male, you're about to be driven out by the stallion. As the herd's only adult male, he won't tolerate a bunch of teenage rivals hanging around. So you have 2 choices. Challenge him for control of the herd, or lay low and retreat for now. You choose to hold back. You know, you're no match for the stallion yet. You plan to say goodbye to your friends, but one is already trailing behind you, kicked out just like you. Those who stay are the younger females. Now, the 2 of you lonely bachelors begin life on your own. Days revolve around finding food and staring down wild dogs. Though, honestly, it's mostly sprinting away for until now. One day, you stumble upon 5 other young males. You join them, forming a small bachelor band. Suddenly, life gets interesting. You roam together, sniffing out food, and the occasional scuffle breaks out within the group. Watching these brawls becomes your daily pastime. You study from the sidelines, picking up fight tactics, and only step in when you're strong enough to take a hit. Then you enter the ring. Bachelor life runs on a strict pecking order. Power rules all. To move up, you challenge the zebra above you, one by one, until you reach the top. It usually takes many brutal, bloody fights to get there. But hey, you're the protagonist. You become the strongest in the band. So what's next? Find a harem of mares and win them for yourself. You and your crew set off and run into a pack of wild dogs. They're not interested in you. Their target is a herd guarded by a lone stallion. Challenging a single male is easier than taking on a whole bachelor squad. Fair point. You nod politely and move along. Well, looks like you're all chasing the same prize. A herd of mares. Things just got interesting. You keep searching across the fly-buzzing plains, and there a zebra herd. The lead male doesn't look in great shape. Your friends egg you on to challenge him. Because you're the strongest of the group, they're ready to watch you take that herd. Popcorn out, the showdown begins. The stallion sees you and knows what's coming. Battle on. You strike first, swinging your hooves, even going in with your teeth. He bites your head right back. That's a deep bite mark. You're furious. You press the attack, blow for blow, back and forth. After about 5 minutes, you're beaten. Your friends size up the stallion based on how he handled you. If the strongest among you lost, they know they stand even less chance. So, back you go, scratched and bruised, returning to the group. After a short recovery, you try another stallion. You think you've found a way to win, but you lose again and pay an even higher price. Turns out, taking a herd isn't as easy as it sounds. It's a game of trials and setbacks. Every scar from every fight only hardens your resolve. Another dry season. The earth cracks. Food grows scarce. Your coat toughens even more. Now, your world is simple. Find food and figure out how to win a herd. You and your companions wander for anything edible or drinkable. When the heat peaks, you rest in the shade of ring river trees. The sun blazes overhead. Days drag on like this until the crowds return. The plains revive with life. Your friends go back to their rowdy routines. As for you, it's time to try again. To win yourself a lovely herd of mares. At 5 years old, you finally succeed. You defeat a stallion and win his mares and foals. Now, you're the new leader. You leave the bachelor band, and others take your place there. Welcome to your new life, full of brand new challenges. Now you're the fried chicken to wild dogs. Kidding. You're their hoofed nightmare. You lash out one, then another wild dog, and thanks to all your battle-hardened skills from the old days, they finally back off, buying you a brief moment of peace. Then you lead your herd to a safer patch with enough grass, a place to breathe. As leader, life is protection, provision, direction, and fights that never seem to end. Your opponents range from wild dogs to lions and ambitious young males eyeing your throne. Your mares mostly keep the peace, raising foals and watching you fight. They're your audience and your support. At this age, you're at your physical peak, almost untouchable. If you're hurt, the mares tend to you. Another dry season returns, bringing fresh challenges, endless treks, parched throats, gnawing hunger. You lead your herd toward a place you believe still holds a ribbon of water. at least through the drought, and for now, you shake off the young challengers. Though you still have to watch for wild dogs. At 20 years old, you've fought more battles than you can count. Your hoofprints scattered across the savanna, but your strength is fading. Your movements slow. No one else will care. You still have to fight. Your final duel arrives. A young stallion stands before you. Bright-eyed, burning with ambition. Your herd cheers him on. It ends quickly. Just like that, you're defeated. The mares leave, without even a goodbye. Now, you're truly alone. Wandering the same grasslands you once ruled with your herd. The drought returns. This time, you're not so sure your body can endure its relentless hardships. You keep walking until you find a tree, settling into the shade to rest. They're an old wild dog you've tangled with before. You taught him lessons more than once. Looks like he's back for a little payback. And he's brought friends.